everybody! So I'm back today with what will be my final haul of school supplies before we start our first day of school on Monday. And as I'm recording this, it is Saturday night. So I kind of have things divided here by the different stores. Again, I have a second grader and I have a fifth grader this year. So this is, I still have a couple more things to get, but I think what I'll do is just post a picture of those on Instagram. And so if you're interested in checking out my Instagram account, I will link it down below in the description box. Okay, so I kind of tried to lay it out so you could kind of get like an overview, but okay, let's start with these. So I went to a rummage sale a couple days ago and I picked up the Whipping Boy. This, which I was kind of interested in. This is the Fallacy Detective, and it's 36 lessons on how to recognize bad reasoning. And this actually only, that's weird because it was, well, it only cost me 50 cents, but yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what this one's about. This, I already have stuff in here, is a 3-inch binder that I got for $1.25, and this is going to be my like teacher binder, and I will do a separate video on all the things I have in here because right now it is, I don't know if you can see, it's starting to get pretty full. Okay, then I picked up, now I know this is already somewhat used, but it is a Canson mixed media sketchbook. So, but I still feel like there were, oh, again, this was only 50 cents for me, but there's still a whole bunch of pages left in here. And we go through sketch, especially like the heavier paper, so it's not like watercolor grade or anything, but it's great for like markers and anything that you want to be a little less flimsy. You could probably do some painting on there, but it might be a little bit tricky. Okay, so I think that's all I got from the Thrift rummage sale. So let's move on to what I think is Target. I mean, most of these things now you could probably get from Target or Office Max or Walmart or any of those places. But so these are the Crayola Colors of the World, and let me just bust out all of my Color of the World things. Then we got the Colors of the World markers and the Colors of the World colored pencils. So we use these a lot, especially for when we do our history units and we're coloring people, but we also use them because we're going to be doing a pet unit study. I thought a lot of these colors, I don't know if I can show you, remind me of different colors that you'd see on various pets, and we're going to be coloring a lot of those. So I wanted to get markers, crayons, colored pencils, all the things. My kids, I know this is kind of not everybody's jam, and there's a lot of hate out there for these, but especially in like the IEW community. But my kids like using the friction pens, and I understand why. I would hate to have to keep rewriting stuff too. So we have the cheapest place I could find them was this 5-pack, and this was at Target, and it's 3 black and 2 blue. And then you can go ahead, and so I got a pack for each of my kids. And then you can go ahead and buy the like the replacement inks. So you can get them at Jet Pen, but I think you can also get them at on Amazon as well. Then I went ahead and I got this Uniball pen set, the Zento, and I love the colors, like the muted colors. These will probably be for me. I think they're clicky pens too. They'll probably be for me, but my daughter might use them as well. These are not the only scissors I bought, but I love that Fiskars now has scissors for different age groups. So I don't remember what the youngest group was, but I know they have the 8+ and then the 12+. So I got this one for my son and this one for my daughter, and they're really cute too. Like, they're way cuter than normal scissors. And for some reason, scissors disappear in our house. Like, we started off with enough scissors, and honestly, I don't think we have any right now that are kid size. These are Bic whiteouts, so these are the whiteout tapes, and these are the mini ones. So I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I guess they're kids. So I got these for me and my kiddos. It's all gonna start to fall. A box each of the Ticonderogas for my kids. Well, one each. These are the black. Like they're just normal when they come out, like, you know, like normal lead. But just the pen itself is black, and these are unsharpened. We have like a motorized, whatever, plug-in sharpener, so it won't take that long to do. This, I don't know. This is a cute little pencil pouch. There's actually nothing like special about the inside. And I actually want to get a fancier one for my pens for when we go out, because I tend to carry more in that kind of school supply for them. But this one will do for now. And then I think, well, on the things that I'm buying are actually, one of the things that's coming is a fancier pencil pouch from Amazon. And so I think I'll probably give this one to my daughter. And then I still need to find one for my son. But there's no pockets or anything in here. It's just a pencil pouch. But we don't need to carry that much. It's only like when we go to like the library to do school, things like that. And then I sent my husband to go get notebooks and folders with my kids. And he is such a penny pincher, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. But I thought he'd get cuter ones. But he kind of picked these very, very plain notebooks for my kids. So he picked, so my son picked a green one. We needed two each. My son needed a green one and a red one, although he wasn't supposed to get college ruled, but it's okay. And he picked a green folder and a blue folder. And these must have been like, I can already see that these are probably not going to hold up very well, but that's okay. I think he picked blue and green. I'm not really sure. And then my daughter must have picked red and blue. I don't know. That doesn't really seem like colors she would pick, but I'll have to ask. And then she picked a pink and a purple, which seems a lot more like her. Okay, so that was the end of Target. These, oh, there's such a glare. That's a bummer. These were from Hobby Lobby. I needed just a pack of white 9x12 construction paper and a pack of the black 9x12 construction paper. Then we also needed the 12x18 in white and 12x18 in black. And that is for our art this year. We're going to be doing some of the principles of art projects from the Glitter Bombers, the Soul Sparklettes, and several of our projects need bigger white or bigger black, and then just plain white and black construction paper. Okay, let's see. I have Dollar Tree left and Walmart. So let's do Walmart. So Walmart, I got 2 packs of these 5-count plain divider tabs, and I want to say these were only like $1 each. These are for my kids' binders. We got some bright colored cardstock, and so this is, here are the colors. We got purple, yellow, red, green, and blue. And then some white cardstock. And then this is going to be for printing our elemental trading cards for Science Mom. Hopefully these go through my Epson Eco Tank. Sometimes I've had trouble in the past getting cardstock to go through my printers, so hopefully that works, but time will tell. Actually, I guess that's something I need to do tomorrow. And then I just picked up these 2 binder pouches. This one is pink, so this one will be for my daughter, and then a blue one for my son. And this is just to kind of hold some of the loose things that they end up having in their binders. Here are 2 more of the scissors. These are Fiskars? Yeah. I don't know if these were the 8+ ones or not. These might have been just like cheaper ones. But again, we lose these so quickly. I have no idea where they go. We got 2 packs of the glue sticks. We already had to take one out because we were already low. We have 2 packs of just plain, like, regular markers. Because, again, my kids fight over things. Like, I don't know why. Like, there's plenty. But no, they still have to fight. And then this is a regular composition notebook. This is for my daughter's Curiosity Chronicles lap book for history. I have 4 bottles here of white glue. And that's still probably not going to be enough. These are for our first day of school. So I will do a separate post on Instagram or a separate video to show you what we'll be doing for our first day of school. But sneak peek, we are going to be doing an escape room type thing, and the theme is escaping from a chocolate factory. And so I didn't want to do just chocolate because the first day of school has always been donuts, so it was probably a terrible theme choice. So I just got these two kind of smaller and Hershey's chocolate bars, and then these Better Goods sour belts for their prize when they escape the escape room. And then I also got a pack of 50 super tips, and I actually wanted 2 packs, one for each kid, but my Walmart only ended up having one. I think now they're getting down to that end of, you know, like it's almost back to school, so they only had the 1 pack, which boo for me. Okay, and then this last group of stuff is from the Dollar Tree. So I always like to check out the Dollar Tree for their books because, again, it's only $1.25. So my daughter has liked reading The Critter Club, and I don't actually know if this tells you what number this is, but she hasn't read this one, I know. So this one is Liz Learns a Lesson, and it's cute. This is a really cute book, or a cute series. And then I got this one for my son. This is the Secret Files #1 of the Hardy Boys, Trouble at the Arcade. And I figured since it was arcade themed, he'd really like this one. And then I don't think they had any less than the number 5 for the Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew, but I know that my daughter hasn't read this one, so I picked up The Case of the Sneaky Snowman. Then they have these, which is really nice because I had bought my daughter a school nest planner last year, which was probably too expensive for as little as she kind of used it. But then these were at the Dollar Tree, and these were academic planners, and so I picked this one up for my daughter. And I just figured there's the line. Let's see if I can open this better. One-handed. So the lines, there's not a lot of lines. I can just kind of quickly write in some of what she needs to do independently and her chores. Let's say, is there anything at the front? She can fill this out, I guess, if she wants to, even though, well, that's very particular. And then it just goes right into the planning. So I think this will be great for her. And then I got this one for my son just because he probably doesn't really need one, but I knew he'd probably want one if she had one. And I'll just write down the things he needs to do on his own and his chores for the day. And then I picked, this one's already open, but I picked them up, these stackable block highlighters because I thought they kind of looked like Legos. And so they're highlighters. This one's already open. So you can just pop them off. And then they're a little highlighter, and then you just, so, oh, if I can get it back. Come on now. Oh well, I'll do it in a second. So there's blue, it looks like gray, and then light blue, and then the bottom is nothing. It's just, like, you can't take that one off. Okay, and then my daughter's is like a dark pink, a blue, and a purple. And then I picked them up each another notebook, and so this one's for my son. He loves puppies. This is just like a composition notebook. So he got this puppy in a teacup. And I got this like kitten for my daughter. And then I think these were also in the book section. Maybe the rest of these were. This one, I only had one of the mystery comic books. But it's just like an empty comic book, and then they give you a couple of stickers, and then they're kind of laid out kind of differently. So you can create your own comic. And I think they give you like a starter theme if you want to go with that, or you can probably just pick up your own completely. So I got one mystery comic book. Hopefully I'll be able to find another one next time I go. And then I picked each one of them up a funny comic book. And again, it's kind of like the same thing. Like there's some stickers, different layouts. And again, I think they start you off with like a starter story to help you get started. And then I picked up two. My kids love these sticker puzzles, and I'll have to probably go ahead and get another one of each because they were already fighting over these. And so this, again, the cat one is for my daughter, and I want to say these are a little bit harder than, no, they're not, maybe, than the ones that we typically get from Amazon. Yeah, maybe. And there's not many in here. There's only 5. So I got the cat one for my daughter. And again, these are great during like read alouds because it's a quiet activity. Or if they're just bored. Like while they're waiting for me to get done with one of like the other for doing school. And then I got the puppies for my son. Then they also had these because they've already started getting out their Halloween stuff. And on, let's see, twice a week? I think it's once or twice a week. We have an art prompt in the morning that we do as part of our morning basket. And so I thought for Halloween this would be a great one. So it's just a draw with me, and they look, I got 2 because they give you a space in here to practice your drawing. And they're very easy shapes. Very easy drawings. But again, I thought that they'd get a kick out of that. So these were really cool. So yeah, each of them got one of those. And then the last thing I got is this paper tray. Yeah, this is from Dollar Tree as well. So this is where I can put my, when I finish their work, when they're finished with their work, they put it in their folder, but then when I'm finished grading it, I can put it in here until I'm ready to actually put it away somewhere. And so it'll, I'm getting blurry. And so it's just going to be an easier way, hopefully, to stay organized this year, maybe. Okay, so that is everything. Like I said, I have a few more things coming from Amazon, and I will probably just go ahead and put that in an Instagram post. I think my next video will be on my daughter's 5th grade curriculum because her math finally came in. And then, yeah, so watch for that. We'll be starting school on Monday. We are super excited. And now I can go ahead and start to put all of this crazy amount of stuff away. All right, I'll talk to you all later.